Over the past few years, Triple H has been established as one of the major authority figures in WWE. He also has Adam Pearce and Nick Aldis as the general managers of Raw and SmackDown, respectively. If any star defies the rules, they are usually punished. However, Triple H might protect the four members of Bloodline 2.0, Solo Sikoa, Tama Tonga, Tonga Loa, and Jacob Fatu, from suspension, despite a potential twist in tonight's edition of Raw. The potential twist could be the unexpected arrival of the Bloodline members during tonight's Raw, aiming to cost JUSO his Intercontinental Championship. The Yeet Master will defend his IC title against Braun Breaker in tonight's Raw. The reason Solo Sikoa's faction is expected to interfere is that Jay refused to acknowledge Sikoa, which triggered him. As a punishment, Solo may cost Jay tonight's match to show him the consequences of not acknowledging him on SmackDown. Usually, when a superstar from one brand interferes in the matches of the opposite brand, especially in such a high-profile match, they get punished for breaking the rules. Nonetheless, the new bloodline might avoid punishment and be protected by the Chief Content Officer. It's also probable that the reason Triple H might not allow Nick Aldis or Adam Pearce to punish the bloodline could be due to orders from higher ups offering special protection. The Rock could be behind this protection, as he is a member of the TKO board and holds significant power in television decision-making. With the assumption that the final boss is the mastermind behind Bloodline 2.0, there is a chance that they won't be punished for their actions. It remains to be seen how things will unfold in tonight's episode of Raw, and what will happen when JUSO defends his IC title against Braun Breaker. The King of Kings could appear on WWE TV, as Randy Orton may call him out soon. The Viper recently requested a match against Kevin Owens from Nick Aldis on SmackDown. However, after this request was rejected, Orton is set to confront Triple H by requesting a match against the prize fighter for Crown Jewel 2024. With this, the Cerebral Assassin could likely appear on an upcoming episode of SmackDown and engage in a segment with Randy Orton. A segment between Orton and Triple H could indeed be an exciting moment to watch, especially after Nick Aldis rejected Orton's plea, stating that higher authority didn't allow him to make the match. WWE is no stranger to controversy, both inside and outside the ring. Throughout its long and storied history, the company has dealt with countless backstage incidents, real-life heat between superstars, and moments of unpredictability that have left fans buzzing. But the latest backstage drama, involving four major WWE stars, has sent shockwaves through the locker room, and now it seems that Triple H, WWE's Chief Content Officer and creative head, may have to step in to prevent a potentially disastrous situation from spiraling out of control. Rumors have been swirling for days about a significant altercation that occurred after a recent live event, and the repercussions could be career-altering for those involved. With Raw looming and the entire WWE Universe anxiously waiting for updates, the question on everyone's mind is, will Triple H use his power to shield these superstars from suspension? And, more intriguingly, could this real-life drama be woven into an upcoming storyline to create one of the most explosive angles in recent WWE history? Let's dive into the potential fallout from this backstage incident, what Triple H's role in managing the situation might be, and how WWE could turn this controversy into television gold. Details about the backstage incident are still murky, but reports from multiple wrestling insiders suggest that tensions have been building for weeks between the four superstars involved. These stars, who are among WWE's top talents, were reportedly involved in a heated argument that escalated into a physical confrontation after a recent live show. While no one was seriously injured, the altercation was significant enough to grab the attention of WWE management, with whispers of possible suspensions floating around the locker room. The identities of the superstars involved have not been officially confirmed, but speculation has run rampant with several names being floated in wrestling circles. All four are said to be heavily featured on WWE programming, which means any potential suspension could have major implications for ongoing storylines and upcoming pay-per-view events. WWE has a strict code of conduct when it comes to backstage altercations, and in the past, similar incidents have resulted in fines, suspensions, and in extreme cases, releases. However, this situation presents a unique challenge for Triple H, as these four stars are integral to the current WWE landscape. With Raw set to air in just a few days, Triple H faces a critical decision: enforce the company's rules and potentially derail key storylines, or find a way to manage the situation behind the scenes to avoid further fallout. Triple H, known for his level-headed approach to both business and creative decisions, is in a difficult position. On one hand, he has to maintain order and discipline within the locker room. WWE is a publicly traded company with a global audience, and any perception of favoritism or a lax attitude toward unprofessional behavior could hurt the company's reputation. Suspending the superstars involved would send a clear message that such behavior won't be tolerated, regardless of status or popularity. On the other hand, WWE's top stars are its biggest draw, and losing four major talents at once could throw a wrench into long-term booking plans. This is especially true if these superstars are involved in high-profile storylines heading into Survivor Series or another major pay-per-view event. A suspension could force WWE to reshuffle creative plans, potentially disappointing fans who have been following the build-up to key matches. Given these competing interests, it's possible that Triple H will opt for a middle ground approach. Rather than issuing full suspensions, he could impose fines or backstage penalties that won't impact the stars' on-screen roles. This way, Triple H can maintain order while keeping the company's top storylines intact. The stakes are high for the four superstars involved, but Triple H's track record suggests that he's not one to react impulsively. If there's any way to keep these wrestlers on TV while handling the situation internally, he'll likely pursue it. After all, Triple H has built a reputation as a smart and calculated leader who understands both the business and creative sides of the industry. His priority will be protecting WWE's biggest assets, the stars who drive ratings, sell merchandise, and put butts in seats. But who are these stars that Triple H is so determined to protect? While their identities remain speculative, fans have been drawing their own conclusions. Could it be Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch, or someone else from WWE's top echelon? Whoever they are, it's clear that they are valuable enough for WWE to think twice about any harsh punishments. In recent years, WWE has navigated similar situations delicately, opting to protect top stars and integrate real-life tension into storylines. Triple H is well aware of how these incidents can be turned into captivating television, creating must-watch drama for fans while simultaneously resolving backstage issues. If there's one thing WWE has done well over the years, it's using real-life tension to fuel compelling storylines. From the infamous Montreal Screwjob to Brock Lesnar's behind-the-scenes contract disputes, WWE has a history of blurring the lines between reality and fiction. Could this latest backstage incident be the catalyst for another unforgettable angle? There's a strong possibility that Triple H will choose to integrate the backstage drama into the ongoing storylines of the four superstars involved. Wrestling fans love when kayfabe, the fictional world of WWE, intersects with reality, and this situation provides the perfect opportunity to do just that. By bringing the real-life conflict onto the screen, WWE could create an angle that feels raw, unpredictable, and full of tension, exactly the kind of television that keeps viewers on the edge of their seats. Imagine the buzz if WWE openly acknowledged the backstage incident, framing it as an unscripted conflict that spilled into the ring. This approach could set the stage for explosive promos, unexpected alliances, and bitter rivalries, all based on the very real heat between the involved superstars. WWE's creative team could even use this incident to plant seeds for long-term feuds that culminate in high-stakes matches at major events like WrestleMania. With Raw just around the corner, all eyes will be on how WWE handles this situation. Will Triple H address the incident directly on air, either through a statement or an in-character decision? Or will WWE choose to keep things quiet, opting for behind-the-scenes punishment while maintaining kayfabe in front of the cameras?